Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel. This is the weekly tarot card for the week commencing Monday, excuse me, the 11th of October 2021. I've had a very busy 5 of this week, so I hope that you've got through your 5 of this week as well, and that we have a good card for the week ahead. But we get what we get, so let's see where we're going with this. Got an exciting week and a half ahead. I'll tell you about it in other videos soon. Quite intriguing. So Monday the 11th, the week beginning Monday the 11th, and the cut, and oh, this is gorgeous. I'll just hide a wee bit of it though. This is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful card, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Oh, if you look at it, there's a female there with her arms stretched up. There's all the energy coming off her, the cup at the bottom. And I've just got my finger over the bit that could get the video taken down, even though it's just a picture, but it is roaring. Look at the colours on that. Now, if we needed a colour for energy in the week ahead, this is it. The Ace of Cups is the essence of the cup suit, and cups is emotions. Now, although the Ace of Cups is seen as the ace of love, the ace of all those positive emotions flowing, it can just be a load of emotions, the sort of extreme abundance of emotion. And mainly it's good, but sometimes you do feel as though when you're bursting with emotion that your head's bursting, literally. So try and let it out of your heart and not let it lodge in your head, if you know what I mean. But the Ace of Cups is this feeling of the outpouring of love, the outpouring of joy, the outpouring of emotions. And yes, with that can certainly come a heightening of all emotion, which we just need to watch out for, because you know how sometimes when you're letting emotion flow, that's the time where you maybe say things you don't mean to. That's the time where you maybe can be so involved in letting it out that you maybe don't think of someone else's feelings or whatever. So it's a time to enjoy this outpouring of love that's going on there. If we look at globally, well, this is an amazing card. It shows that the energy is changing towards movement of positivity. It's moving towards almost just expecting that things have to get better. And sometimes with expectations of things being better, sometimes we can just feel like that, even if there's not a big perception of movement. It's the feeling that we're getting there. It's the feeling of this joy being released. So there could be some really good news in the world, maybe good news about COVID, good news about, sometimes this can be as simple as a child being born, or a child being rescued, or a sense of new beginnings that come giving us hope. You notice that sometimes when there's something that catches people's eyes and imagination, whether it's, on Twitter or whatever, and it's a dog maybe stuck down some sort of drain or storm drain, and you get all caught up. And when the dog is rescued and they've got the dog out, or whatever it is, a cat or a tortoise or whatever, or a seal's been put back into the sea, there's always a feeling of wow, luck, joy, immense happiness released. And if there was a feeling of this card, that is it. It's relief with a release of positive emotion, laughter, joy, slapping one another in the back. And if this translates globally, we should maybe see certain countries getting top of issues, maybe feeling as though there is hope going forward. There could be a sense of, this can be a good card for treaties actually. I know it's not the two of this, two of ones, etc. But when this comes almost without a selfishness, it's let's see what we can do, let's see how we can approach this, and that can be the start to, you know, certain ways forward with peace and with understanding in the world. It sounds quite hippy drippy and it's an amazing card, so we'll just have to wait and see, and also realise that sometimes with this you also get an outpouring of massive energy of love, maybe to a nation, maybe love and support to somewhere something's happened. So although it is this outpouring of love and joy, that can sometimes be for a negative reason on a global scale as well. So we'll need to wait and see with this one. But I don't think we've had such a positive card of people maybe waking up to emotion again. It's been a hard 3 years, and I think there's a lot of the world has become apathetic, fed up, jaded, and this card is the opposite of that. It's feeling again, it's feeling your emotions, it's feeling and not being done in. So this could be a magically wonderful card globally for the week ahead. Oh, this, do you know, is that the week? No, I know there's a big meeting of, is it the G9 or G7 or something to do with, oh no, it's climate meeting in Glasgow coming up soon. I don't think that's this week, I'm not sure, but if it is, that could be part of it, you know, the sense of love for our earth. Right, so what does it mean in more personal terms? Obviously some of you will feel this a lot, some of you won't so much, but if we look at it in work, it can release emotions and give a sense of enjoying things again, you know, that you've maybe been trying to work and just keep your head above water, but something happens this week that makes you feel the joy of your job again. And that could be very relevant to the caring professions, nurses, doctors, social care teachers, actually finding something to be very upbeat and loving about. So if you're in a caring occupation, you should like this card. For anybody else, it's just a case of maybe getting your wee flow back and understanding what you can do to help and what you can, and just a generally better atmosphere, better energy about workplace. If we look at health, it's the Ace of Cups, which is like in the playing deck is the Ace of Hearts. So this is always my watch the heart and circulation card. If you've got any pains or anything that don't seem right, go to accident and emergency. I know that they're full, and you know, a lot of us have put off going to hospital or getting tests done because of the COVID situation. But when this card comes out, if you have any odd sensations or pains round about the shoulder, the heart, the back, then you really should be taking a wee trip and getting it seen to, or at least getting to your doctor as soon as possible. But anything that's very unusual, move and move fast, okay? If we look at relationships, it's one of the best cards. It can be the start of a new relationship, the start of a relationship going to the love phase. You know, you've maybe been pals, you've maybe dated a wee while, and there's that initial spark. I love this person, I love them. It's a very, very special part and time of a relationship. I think when we're in even a long-term relationship, it's good to go back in that and remember that if you can. When maybe was the first time that you thought, it's not that I just maybe fancy that person, or I just, you know, like their friendship, or I like who they are. It's remembering that little thing of, I think I love this person. that can be a lovely memory, and it can help perk up a long-term relationship. If you can remember the feeling, you can remember why you fell in love in the first place. So good for revamping new relationships, old relationships. Great to start new relationships. And also, it's a birth card. A lot of babies could be born this week. A lot of babies could be conceived this week. It's a beginning of love, a beginning of life, and not one for the earth that we tend to get round about, autumn or fall. But for love, it's the essence of love. You can't get much better. If we look at it financially, do you love your finances at the moment? Give them a little bit of love. If that means just sorting out a budget for the winter or a budget for Christmas, give them a little bit of love and you'll get there. If you look at spiritually, this again can be finding your love spiritually. Some people find their deity, whether they find themselves drawn to a god or a goddess, they find themselves drawn to nature, and they feel that love flow for a belief or a path. So this can be a very major step if you've been, I'm not sure where I'm going with this, I've looked at that. This can be the total sense of finding your devotion. And of course, there's still a few days left in this week forward for the devotions of Navratri or Durga Puja. And I'd like to say namaste to all my brothers and sisters out there that are taking part in these devotions and feeling the love that's flowing, because I feel it's a very special one. I know my meditations and prayers this Navratri have been so very, very special. Lovely. So I hope spiritually you find the connection that leads to love of your path, of a way, and you can find the contentment that comes with that. So, yeah, like this card. As I say, my daughter, Jill, has her book launch on Thursday of this week, so you can get a better card. That's kind of her baby going out, our online book launch. I'll be doing a wee video on that very, very soon to let you know if you want to join the Zoom call for her book, the launch. And the following week I will be launching my new project with a very lovely lady as part of World Menopause Day. So yeah, I absolutely adore this card and I will make the most of it. If you like the way I read the tarot, you can read my book, Tarot Novice to Pro, in one book. My menopause book, Natural Spiritual Menopause and Beyond, is out now. And if you would just give me a like, a thumbs up, and there's a coffee link if you want to buy me a wee coffee. So many blessings now, and please enjoy this week because it has a lovely feeling potentially. Many blessings now. Bye.